Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, guys. Today we'll take a look at the euro currency again. So yesterday we have talked about the Great British Pound because at the eve of the Bank of England meeting, rate decision really important, and yes, it was really interesting daily video where we have discussed the perspective of the possible rate increase in Bank of England and what pitfalls stands around it. So it's really will be a really tough moment for the markets today, because till the last moment exists the risk that Bank of England will confirm its reputation of unreliable authority in terms of the just mismatching of the market expectations. So usually, actually, Bank of England breaks the market expectation most of the times compared to any other central bank. So that's why, if even they were preparing markets for rate increasing for the last 2-3 meetings and it's coming to the rate increase, it doesn't mean absolutely that this will happen. So that's why be extra careful with this and try to use tools for taking the position that we have discussed yesterday. So on the euro currency, guys, market mostly has completed first step of our trading plan. If you remember, the first step of this week, we have suggested minor retracement back to the neckline, and this indeed has happened. Maybe market could move slightly higher here and flirting around the neckline. This is possible because mostly market will wait for tomorrow's non-farm payrolls release, but mostly this reaction has been done by the euro currency. Mostly the reason for that was, as you can see, a hitting of the daily oversold right in the confidence support in 16 even area, 1605 better to say. This also, by the way, gives the Napoli bullish stretch pattern that also suggests some upward direction. But at the same time, to keep the clarity of this pattern that we have on the daily chart, we do not want to see this market shows deep return back above the neckline. This will be not in agreement with the shape of the hand shoulders pattern, because as the neckline has been broken, price should stand mostly below it. So this also, guys, could be called as the Jude Napoli, as he called it, oops setup. By the Jude Napoli framework, it very often leads to failure of the patterns. When you have the confidence support right below the neckline, and especially it's accompanied by daily oversold, oops pattern is mostly the directional indicator, directional pattern that suggests the failure of the classical hand shoulders and triangle patterns. So, and currently we have the same situation, so where the strong support stands right below the neckline. So by the Jude Napoli, its pattern really could fail, but we still will be watching what will happen. So maybe market will show some minor reaction, and downward action here is also probable, because right now we have a bit more inputs for trading on this pattern on the euro currency. From the sentimental analysis tells that market is a bit overextended to the upside. There are two significant long positions right now are kept by the investors on the euro currency. So also some fundamental background stands mostly in favor of United States dollar strength. As you know, the policy of the European Central Bank has been announced as the dovish, and it will be last till the end of the next year. At the same time, on the Fed Reserve, we see some more hawkish policy. Also, appointment of the Powell could support the dollar in the short-term perspective. Today, guys, on the Bank of England meeting, it's also this event could also brought some volatility on the European currency, although it has no direct impact on the European currency, but still it's the Euro Union, so in general it's a large partner of the European countries, and it could make some impact on the euro as well. So some volatility could appear. That's why mostly as on the on the 4-hour time frame chart, we see the market is forming some kind of the flag pattern. Right now it's retesting of these previous lows, but as you can see, this thrusting action based on the recent statement from the Fed. So Fed was a bit not quite dovish, but they said about inflation that it's a bit lower than they would like to see, and they will also keep an eye on for the progress in the economy and in the labor market. That was treated as not as hawkish, not as aggressive enough statement. Investors probably have expected a bit more aggressive statement from the Fed. So that's why it has led for some minor retracement of the United States dollar, and in the euro currency this has led to this upward direction. So that's why maybe euro currency will spend a bit more time in this flag pattern, and some minor continuation here could happen. So maybe not 1675 as we have talked, but maybe 117 area could be hit. So anyway, this will be very close to the neckline, and mostly we will be watching for this area where market could reverse down again, because previous plunge down is very significant, very fast, and ABCD pattern that we have on the daily chart also shows that the CD leg is very fast here. That's why we mostly treat it as the just minor retracement, minor pause as a response to this strong support area, and after that we expect another attempt of downward action here. On the hourly chart, indeed, if you'll take a look at the hourly chart, you'll see that we have inside of this flag some kind of the ABCD pattern. Right now market shows this acceleration, so CD leg is a bit faster. Here you also could recognize Gartley's triple 2 buy pattern, guys. So we're thrusting up, ABCD retracement. So upward action has started. Market right now has hit our theoretical level that we have discussed. First, 3 fib resistance, weekly pivot point, and this dot line is a neckline of the daily pattern. But taking in consideration, as I said, speed of this upward action, maybe some minor upward continuation here could happen. For approximately, this will be 1690, 117. So just 20-30 pips higher. It will not really make the big impact on the daily picture, and will not mean that insurance has failed. That just could happen for the market just to complete this ABCD pattern. So that being said, as we have here clear ABCD, it's probably it lets us to estimate the target this market could reach within the day session. Bank of England's meeting also could make some impact, bring some volatility on the euro currency, but 117, 169, the area is probably that we will be watching for, where a market should turn down, according to our analysis. Also, completion of this ABCD will give us Gartley's triple to sell. So this will be thrust down, drop down, ABCD retracement of this thrust. This will create the bearish Gartley's triple 2. So that's the situation that we see right now on the euro currency.